So you came out with a video recently where you were talking about your children and the trauma that you caused them with arguing with their mothers or other things. What made you want to come out and speak about something like that?
Because it's important. I seen the trauma that I was in a situation, man. I was getting ready to get locked the up for some shit that I didn't do on purpose. See what I'm saying? And just because their mother is the way she is, she thought, oh, I'm going to finally pay you back. And in the end of the day, you can't with a person that walks in the light, because the end situation is I was stressed. You watched me go through depression during those video times. I was in a deep state of depression, but I've been in depression before. I also spoke about depression. People don't know what depression looks like. I know what it looks like. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to do shit, knowing you got shit to do and all that. Y'all will see me walk through this shit. I thought I was going to lose. I was going to go from having an A-class RV to sitting in an 8x10, all kind of shit. But now what happened was, because me and my baby mama be arguing in front of my kids, I don't want to do it, but she doesn't understand when I say not in front of my sons. You still doing this shit. And so what happened in court with me was a blessing in disguise, because now I get to relinquish that negative shit in my life, okay? You caused it. You could have gotten me out of it, but instead this month I had to pay $8,000 out of my pocket for something that you could have came and said, boom. And in the end of the day, they just kicked me out of court anyway and said, if you do this, it's not even on your record, pay us this money. So they stamped my shit and said what my charge was. I went and paid all that shit. So I was off the minute I was on. But it cost me. And so now she can't ask me for very much, because remember, you got whatever you want to write down the sum, 8,000 on a piece of paper. If you need 300 for this, mark that off. When you get to zero, then you can call me again, because me spending $8,000 in a month on the whiff of your word, man, I will never involve myself in that situation again. And once people can use words or can control your life and put you in a situation that you don't want to be in, it's time to go, son.
You know, one thing I notice about you, Shan, is that you don't care. You care more about the truth than anything, right? You care about being honest, even if it makes you look in a bad light. You're just keeping it real all the time. And a lot of people, I don't think, would have made a video like that. But to you, it's important, almost as you're using it as a teaching moment.
That's exactly what I use it for, because if you notice, it was to the parents. It was to the parents. And in order for them to understand what I said, I have to admit my faults in it, and so that they can see their faults. And so if you look at me as a motherfucker, like, I don't care, because there's a lot of me's out here that need to hear this, that know how to know the damage, that understand the damage that they're doing to their children, even at my own peril. And I do a lot of things at my own peril. I don't mind the criticism that people give me. I don't mind them calling me a crackhead. I don't give a That's when I start showing you niggas boats and buses and shit that you ain't got. How you feel now? You dig what I'm saying? But in the end of the day, my whole thing is about the truth, about trying to help somebody else, especially these kids, because I'm damaged from that shit. And I saw the damage that I was doing to my sons by that shit. My sons got so used to me and their mother arguing that shit. We could be in here arguing like a motherfucker. They wouldn't even get off a PlayStation. Now that's fucked up. Right. Because usually a child would be concerned whether it's going to be. So that shows you it's a lot of arguing, no physicality. So, because a child who was in them physical things would always want to run, try and protect the mother or protect the father or get in between. These motherfuckers were so used to us arguing that motherfucker wouldn't even get off PlayStation. Like, here we go again. Close the door, Ethan. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that around them. And so the courts gave me a thing. They said, I can go to jail right now if I argue with her. If I even argue with her and she put me on tape, or if I send her a fucked up message, my nigga. And the courts did that on purpose. They did that just to say, motherfucker, we warned you, right? Now we gonna put it in your hands. Up again, and you ain't getting off this time, bitch. Cause we know the situation at your house. All right, we know the situation. Well, let it happen again, motherfucker. So we gonna put this stipulation on you. Not a no contact because me and her have children, but go ahead and fuck with her if you want to. Your ass going to jail, nigga. And so before I would put myself or my kids in that position, I would just not deal with that situation the way that I've been. But I'm not going to be an asshole. I still have to be a co-parent with her, but I'm not going to be an asshole co-parent. You just can't ask me for certain things. That those days are over. You were willing to throw me to the wolves, right? And if you were willing to throw me to the wolves, I got to look at you as one of them wolves, which means that I'm in a pack by myself. And that's the way I got to move from now on. She don't know that she changed me forever. Trusting people, especially women. I don't trust you, bitch. Straight up. You look me in my face and tell me you love me and then serve me to the fucking demon. Get the fuck out of here. And watch, there's somebody out there listening to this that's going to say, damn, that's the same shit that's happening to me. And I don't mind them knowing that this is my situation, because everybody thinks that somebody of celebrity status don't have problems. Or when you get a little bit of money, it stops. It never stops. No. It never stops. You see all the good things I be out here doing with my kids and stuff, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, bam, I'm facing jail. What the fuck? Right. I'm doing so good. What the fuck? I gotta be what? I don't even deal with that world. But yet, boom. When people are in your life and they can change your life in a breath of a word, motherfucker, you gotta think about what the fuck you're doing and how you doing it.
And I think that this is a really good life lesson for people out there. You know what I mean? You got to be really careful who you have children with, because you're forever connected to that person.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. There's no doubt about that. No doubt about that, sir.